Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Nabila. I was wondering if you could give me some comment on the position paper released by Beijing this morning, which they say is their manner of ending the war in Ukraine. What is the official reaction from the European Union? Thank you.
Nabila.
First of all, hi Finbar, how are you? First of all, I would like to refer you to what the President von der Leyen has said this morning about the Chinese paper in the press conference in Estonia. We have taken a careful note of China's 12-point position. It's a political initiative. It emphasizes certain principles of the UN Charter, but is selective and insufficient about their implications for Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine. China's position builds on a misplaced focus on the so-called legitimate security interests and concerns of parties, implying a justification for Russia's illegal invasion and blurring the roles of the aggressor and the aggressed. The position paper doesn't take into account who is the aggressor and who is the victim of an illegal, unjustified war of aggression. Let's be clear, this war could be over today if Russia complied with international law and unconditionally ceased its attacks, as well as withdrew its forces and military equipment from Ukraine's territory within its international recognized borders. And of course, we reiterate our call on China to engage with Russia so that it ends its war of aggression against Ukraine and ensures a just peace in line with Ukraine's freedom, sovereignty, and territorial integrity within its internationally recognized borders. Any meaningful peace proposal must be consistent with the UN Charter in its entirety, including the principles of sovereign equality and territorial integrity of states, as well as the right of self-defense, which Ukraine is currently exercising. The overwhelming majority, and we spoke about it earlier, of 141 UN member states voted in favor of the UNGA resolution on 23rd of February. We regret China's decision to abstain from voting for the resolution, and this sends very mixed signals in the light of the China's 12-point position paper. And of course, the EU is ready to support any genuine and meaningful negotiating and mediation effort to bring an end to Russia's war of aggression.
Thank you, Nabila. Any other questions on Ukraine? Finbar, you have a follow-up. If I could ask you to shift your camera a little bit so that we can
Sorry, is that better?
That's better. Wow.
Sorry about that. Just a really quick follow-up. I just wanted to ask Nabila if the EU had anything to add to various comments we've had today from Secretary General Stoltenberg and NATO, further comments from the United States about the willingness of China to provide lethal weapons to Russia. Is there anything you can add to previous statements on that today? Thank you.
Well, I mean, we are aware of the increasing number of reports and the disturbing rise in accounts of supplies of material which may be used in the war efforts. We currently have no clear evidence of China providing lethal weapons systems to Russia, but we call on China to refrain from any form of military assistance to the aggressor. One thing is clear, military assistance to help Ukraine defend itself against the Russian aggression is fully legitimate under the UN Charter. By contrast, arming the aggressor would be a clear violation of international law. And of course, any legal military assistance to Russia has been and will be met with a strong reaction.
Thank you. I only see one hand raised. I assume it's on foreign affairs. Svetlana.